Hey everyone, how's it going? So, you may be wondering why I'm all the way up here, and in the last episode I left off, I was all the way back there at the beginning of the bridge. Well, so, I continued the session. I went about making what would have been this episode, and so after I was done all the cutscenes and stuff, I saw, like, almost everything. Um, my game capture card just wasn't picking it up, and I realized it too late. It's not that the video was bugging out, it's that for some reason it wouldn't record. Uh, it was still playing back the video, but it wasn't recording it. But it's saying it's recording right now. So, fingers crossed I can go through this and hopefully get things situated. I set the priority to high on the game capture audio thing. But, so I auto-saved, or I loaded a save file as far back as I could go. So yeah, let's get back into this. One thing I did do was this shrine. It wasn't anything special. I kept messing up and everything like that. But that's pretty much all that I can see that is already done. So, without further ado, let's start off this episode. Alright. So, all these Zoras in here. We have a statue of a pretty profound person, actually. Let's talk to this lady. Good morning. Is something amiss? What's this statue? If you do not mind, please allow me to explain. This is the statue of the former Zora champion. Her name was Lady Mipha. She was as kind as she was beautiful. They say her ability to heal wounded soldiers was beyond compare. Those soldiers she healed, they were old and decrepit now, but they remember. For this reason, the elders of the domain all love Lady Mipha dearly. If you would like to know more, I suggest you try talking to one of them. Alright, so this is Lady Mipha, the Zora champion. We were told to go, so the Zora Prince, told us to go meet with him at the king, or with the king, so, and he's up here. So, this little tiny segment is not blind. I've seen this. But, no matter, I shall continue. Hello, good sir. How do you do? How do you do? Hello, sir. I don't like you. I like you. You're handsome. You must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here. Correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dauphin, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I have gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You cannot mean the Link. That champion? So, that's where I've heard that your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many wonderful memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia. My friend. I had heard a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I've been sleeping. Come again? Sleeping, you say? Is that why you do not seem to remember me? But surely you must remember my precious daughter Mipha, yes? You do you not? Doesn't ring a bell. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see the statue? She does gazing upon Mipha's immortal, bleh, immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh yes, of course. But first, it is worthy noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feast, my boy. Well, that is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of divine beast Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dolphin, my liege. Alright. To ask a Hylian for help? Why, the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more from you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at the very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain. I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 800 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link, divine beast Varuta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For Zora, water and air are as one. So, you would not think it would be quite as critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir, nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also this area downstream from us. There, the Hylian lives are in grave danger. Oh snap. The divine beast is crying out once again. The divine beast Varuta, your princess Zelda, often studied the divine beast, that is, in the time before the great calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segan, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zor are terribly vulnerable to its power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you. You help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Prince Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within? So then Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time, just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we regain control of the divine beasts, they must yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous, naturally. I shall help you too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside of it. Come, Link. Let us appease Ruta together. I'm in. Let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of my faith. Zora armor. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation Zora princess for her future husband. Wearing it will give you the ability to swim up rainfalls. Sweet. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls, just like Zora. Please, take good care of it. Lord Dolphine, surely you did not really intend to give this outside of the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha had that one there. Blitter. So, yeah. We can't trust the shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? Pout off, yeah. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand that he was in charge of educating my dear daughter Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the great calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. I guess. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Vah Ruta. But now he has rushed all off in a puff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Okay, bye, handsome. He's so handsome. So handsome. Sidon, I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at a square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try and speak with him. Why, of course I can. Alright, cool. So, oh yeah, let's put this on. This looks awesome, by the way. Equipped. Perfect. Alright, yes, let's put this on. Awesome. So, we have been tasked with taking down Vah Ruta over top there in the ravine. But let's go see what's wrong with Muzu. Hello. I don't care what you say. Please listen. Hi. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No! You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzo. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
That is just freaking adorable. What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There's no way you remembered her just now, when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Have you truly not figured it out yet? Simply take a closer look at what he is wearing. You really think that changing your clothes is going to make me... What? What in... That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to, and who she made it the special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all. Muzo. Please, tell us where we can find shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make such a special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwanted behavior towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder. It is a place called Ploymus Mountain, and yet there you will find a Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This alpha beast shook volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be a fatal blow to Zora. Ah, you must mean that Lionel. He is a man-beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimated that you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Ploymus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. That Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at Eastside Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows and then come join me. Wonderful. Together we shall stop that Divine Beast onslaught. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, guys. So, we now have an objective. We make our way up to there. This is where I noticed that, that everything was kind of being a little wonky. So, from here on out, I'm blind. So, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye bye, bye 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 bye.